Hey everyone, Andang here for more of the Banner Saga. When we last left off, we destroyed a very important bridge, because that's what the chat voted on, and of course I listened to the chat, and so basically human-Varl relations will never be the same again after we destroyed their bridge. So, not really the best thing in the world. But the good news is we are moving away from them this episode, so it should be okay. We should just never have to interact with them again. So it'll all be fine in the end, I'm sure. But before we get to that, I do have a few things to go to, and that is, of course, my most recent subscriber. We're going to go ahead and play that. Bill, thank you so much for being a subscriber. If you guys would like to also subscribe, it's completely free on YouTube. Just hit that subscribe button down below, and it'll let you know when I go live and when videos come out and things like that. So if you haven't done that already, you might want to consider doing it. Completely free to do. Brandeth, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Tepic, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Michael, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Lots of people in the chat already. Very, very cool. Okay. Also, a big thanks to M. Sutton and Ben for both being recent tippers to the channel. They've added to, you know, the... Brenda says, oh, it was facial hair, XD. Yeah, I got rid of my beard. Yeah, that's true. Because I got a haircut today. So, that's a thing. If y'all are curious. I did get a haircut today, so there you go. You're welcome, Internet, for that. Okay, so anyway, we're going to be going through the rest of Banner Saga, but if you would like to, you know, if you think the stream is going well and you'd like to support it, there is the tip jar down below, or you can also use a super chat, which will basically broadcast your chat throughout the chat room, and it'll also read it out on stream here. So if you think the stream is going well, you might want to consider supporting through the tip jar. Alright, Philip, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Okay. Let's see here. Cool. Cool. Chat room is going crazy about the haircut and all the rest of it. Yes, baby-faced Andang. Thank you very much, chat room. Okay, let's get back into this game. Alright. So, we still have 15 renown. We got good morale. Things are looking good. Even though we just completely ruined all of our relations, basically. Ours video says, but the Viking theme, Andang. Yeah, I know. I did shave. Sorry, guys. I didn't realize that you were putting so much into the beard there. So much emotional attachment there. Eric, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Michael says, Andang, I got through the first 2 chapters of the Banner Saga this past weekend. I really like it so far. Yeah, it's an awesome game. I really love the story. It starts out a little bit confusing because there's a lot of characters at the start. Similar to Lord of the Rings, where it's like, you know, all these different things are going on, and you're like, I don't care about any of this yet because you don't really know the world that's going on. But as you get into it and keep going, it starts to get really interesting, and I really do appreciate it. I feel like they would have been better off if they start out with the Rook and Alette storyline instead of the other one, because I think the Rook and Alette storyline has it's a lot easier to attach to emotionally than a giant, you know, military force. But I don't know, maybe other people like it the other way around, I don't know. But for me, I've always thought that, you know, Rook and Alette should have been first, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, we do have our hero lineup here. I'm not going to upgrade anyone yet, even though we could upgrade Ivor. I'm going to wait till before battle. I realized last stream, or maybe the stream before, that that's actually a pretty good idea, is just to wait until right before battle. Okay, let's go ahead and continue on our journey here, away from the bridge that we've destroyed. And hopefully to more, you know, safe places. It's day 93 here already. Stop! A resolute voice calls from somewhere in front of you. The surrounding terrain comes alive with armed fighters surrounding the caravan. No need for bloodshed, the leader says. Leave a couple wagons and pretend you never even stopped here. How about you leave what you've got instead? Inform them about the coming dredge. Do what they ask. How about you leave what you've got instead? I think that's the one we're going to do. The counteroffer takes the leader by surprise for a moment. We don't have time for this nonsense. Oh, we don't have time for this nonsense, hisses Oddleaf, losing an arrow before anyone can react. Oh, she's like the old man at Helm's Deep. Dang! And the brigand leader falls over in a spray of blood. Something sinister in the way Krumar laughs about this turn of events convinces the rest of the brigands to give up their errand and beat a hasty retreat. "I like your girl, Rook," he says, to which Oddleaf gives him a dirty look. Oh, dang. What? That was the weirdest interaction. Okay. Michael says, and I finished Norse Mythology by Neil Neil, tonight. It is his retelling of a number of traditional Norse myths. Highly recommend. Oh, cool. Very cool. Morale improved. We didn't get any other supplies, though. It said they ran off. Okay, game. Our morale improved, at least. That's a plus. Brenda says, in Old Honorian, picking up... Okay, cool. Alright, several women are talking expressively at the young girl found nearly frozen to death. Now called Akfrosta, the quiet child's face expresses quiet terror. Oh man. Aggressively jabbing at the dirt with a stick, with which she clearly used to draw on the ground. Let's see. Study the drawings. The markings are somewhat intricate. The squares and circles could be wagons, including a depiction of... yaks in front. A line from the yaks leads to deeper gouges, where Akfrosta has jabbed the stick repeatedly. Depending on how you look at it, though, it could be almost anything. Okay. Caleb, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Anthony, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. And he says, wow, look at Dang's shave, haircut. Wow, sleep did you well. Yeah, for those that did not see, I streamed way too long last night. And so, yeah, I needed sleep. And, yeah, when I woke up this morning, beard was gone. My hair was cut. It was the weirdest thing. It was the weirdest thing. No, I had a haircut today. It was pretty cool. Alright. There's this lady that was trying to impress her boss at the haircut place. Because, like, normally the boss doesn't come to the haircut place because they're, like, the regional, person or whatever. They have, like, their local boss, but they're just, like, another haircut stylist, so they're not really a boss. But this time it was like, the big boss was there. And so she talked through, like, every single thing that she did on my hair just so that the boss, I think, would hear, like, all the stuff that she's doing. So she was kind of, like, showing off for her boss. It was the weirdest thing ever. But, yeah, she was just, like, really showing off on how she was cutting my hair. And I started to get, like, drawn into it where I'm like, oh, yeah, you're working pretty hard. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she does that all the time and she wasn't impressing her boss. I don't know. But she did mention her boss several times when she was talking, so... Anyway, enough of that sidetrack, which I know you chat room always try to do when I'm streaming Banner Saga. But we're going to continue on because we need to make sure. Tivik says haircut place. I don't think they're called that. Probably not, no. But yeah, I went to Supercuts. There's a pretty nice one that hardly anyone goes to. And they take care pretty well. They have really good employees at this particular one. And yeah. Really like going there. Anyway, let's continue on. Let's see, we don't need a panic. Keep her from making a scene. Let's talk to her. You're safe, Akfrosta. You say, looking into the girl's blue eyes. She calms a bit before stepping towards you, using her stick to point at the deep gouges in the ground she previously made. She whispers, Edgy, edgy, edgy. It doesn't mean anything to you, but you feel like you're connected with her a bit. Okay. Oh, you feel like you connected with her, but that makes more sense. Cool. Morale improved. Somehow. Don't know how. And he says, that's so funny. Maybe she knew you were a YouTube star and wanted to show her street credentials. I don't know. I think she really was just trying to show off for her boss. I don't know. It was weird. It appears that large figures following from the direction of Irontoft. Oddleaf watches intently before finally saying, They have a cart. I can hear it. You slow to get a better view, and spy a small caravan of Varl. Eventually, they catch up. Okay. Greetings, Iver. It's been quite a while since we talked, hasn't it? I know you, Ubin. Never imagined you to be one to defy the king. What made you leave? Someone had to. Oh, dang. What do you mean? Bellowa is heading this way. Oh, man. Already? How is that possible? If you remember, Bellowa is like the head of the dredge or like one of the heads of the dredge or something. I don't know. He's like some commander dude. A group of Varl from Rimto showed up around the back of Eintoft, the long way. Bellowa and his army chased them across the summer path, they said. Past Wormtoe? That doesn't make sense. Bellowa was at the bridge. He must have doubled back after that serpent appeared. Ah, yeah, he's scared of the serpent. That makes sense. That makes sense. While we fought on the bridge, he led half his forces around to approach Eintoft from behind. The attack on the bridge was a feint? I wouldn't really call that a feint. I mean, it seems like he really did want to attack there. But when the serpent showed up, yeah, he went around and was a smart leader. That's basically all we're saying here. Don't let anyone tell you the dredge aren't clever. Eintoft will fall within a day. Maybe not. He's following you. Oh, snap. Dang, that's not good. I thought one of you might know why. You exchange nervous glances, but nobody speaks up. Must be me then? I don't know, Ivor. Is there something I don't know? That's quite a grudge. That's quite a grudge he's holding if he's coming for you, Ivor. It doesn't matter. Our only chance is to get to Sirgholm. Juno will know what to do. Okay, Juno's starting to sound like Saruman, buddy, and I don't know if we should trust Saruman. In fact, I know we shouldn't trust Saruman, but probably shouldn't trust Juno either. We will join you. I bring supplies and warriors, and my friend Gunnulf here bears a heavy sword. I believe he'd be happy to swing it for you. Alright, we got Gunnulf coming back in here. I love Gunnulf. We really upgraded him too, so that'll be nice, having him going in towards what I'm assuming is near the end of the game, because everybody's kind of, their stories are merging here, and so I feel like that we're making it towards near the end of the game. Plus 40 supplies, hey, there we go. But I think we also got more people too, did we? Yeah, 15 fighters, 5 okay, so not too many. 15 renown though. That's awesome. Okay, let's make camp. Take a look at what all we have here. Okay, we'll talk to you in a second, buddy. We want to look and see who all is in our group now. I think we have a huge party. Yeah, we do. So yeah, Gunnulf is 4 and can be ranked up to 5 now. Wow, well we can trade you out there. Honestly, we want to probably do that. There we go. Cool. Let's see, everybody has an item. Okay. Oh, he had this item. What's this one do? Let's go ahead and give that to you. Oh, you had that item. +2 will per kill. Okay. Actually, that fits you better. Let's have this one go to Oddleaf. There we go. Brandon says, someone in Lotro is harassing me for posting in LFF chat. Okay. Probably shouldn't post in... I mean, I don't know what you're posting in LFF chat, but they shouldn't be harassing you. That's pretty dumb. They should not be harassing you just for posting. Don't talk much, do you? You approach the massive green-clad Varl who is sitting quietly by himself, eating bread. So? Just wanted to know anyone who can cleave a dredge in two like that a little better. I'm Rook. What to know? Ubin asked me to chop a dredge in two. I chop him. Let's see. You like that sword, huh? No, I love this sword. I love Gunoff. Given to me by old Skymir himself, when I was working for Ubin. He says, I protect the king's collection. I protect the king. Gunoff makes an expression somewhere between pain and frustration. I couldn't save it, though. Oh, man. Because of our choices. He makes a hand motion like an object falling from a tall height and exploding. Mattered a lot at the time. I think it doesn't matter now. Skymir is dead, anyway. I'll let you finish your meal. Want to be friends with Gunoff, Rook? He's speaking about himself in third person now? He pops the last hunk of bread into his mouth. Keep food in the cart. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Brennan says, just posting wastes, roving threat. Okay, yeah, that shouldn't be that. Anthony says, I need a group for roving threats. For the first time since playing Lotro, I actually understand how legendary items work, and now I'm obsessed. Yeah, with Mordor, I've really been focusing on allies, as you guys have seen from my streams, and so, yeah, totally understand that. Okay, well... I think we're just good to leave now. We might want to do a little bit of training. I think we will do a little training here. Just to get... We need Oddleaf and Alette to be higher rank, and Ivar, really. We need them to be ready for higher rank. So... let's go ahead and be ready for battle. And we need to get used to our new rotation with Gunoff in the group as well. So here we go. Okay. Let's see here. There's all of you down here. So let's see. First, you're first. And him. We actually should probably switch him out because there's... well, there's just a lot of shield people all over, but we want to go against the shield Varl first, probably. But he's going very first, so he won't be able to get there in time. Never mind. Yeah, I think this is probably the best way of doing things. Oh, awesome, Anthony. Glad that my streams have been helpful. Cool. Yeah, let's get this started. Oh yeah, I forgot. He's like totally different now because he lost his arm. So now he actually does more damage than he does for shields. But we still want to take down shield. He's still best at taking down shield, better than anybody else we have. We actually, since we have so many people, might even consider just moving him completely out of the group. Wow. You can just one-shot. Okay. Here we go. Oh, that's awesome. Or we might even want to move him out of the group as well, because he's not very... he's already ranked 5 and he only has 9/9. And so it's just kind of rough. Okay, let's remember how far Arc Lightning can reach. Okay, so we just need to move a little bit closer, or we could attack him with Arc Lightning, but I don't want to attack him. Because I feel like that wouldn't work very well. We could move over there and do the diagonal, but it's not worth it. Because Arc Lightning works best with diagonals, but it's fine. Here we go. Okay. Move over here, I guess. Wow, they have 10 on the defense there. 10 armor. I feel like we need to just completely move around our group. We have too many light class people. And we don't even want to be... I forgot, we don't even want to be injuring anybody with Rook or the others. Our whole point of doing this is to level up everybody else. What am I thinking? Okay. There we go. Okay, we'll move up here. Get them to where they can basically be finished off here. Hopefully by one of the other people in the group. Okay, you go up here. Just do that. We're basically just going to injure everyone to the point where they can't do any damage against us, for the most part. And see, he doesn't need any kills either. Ooh, this one would be good. Did it not continue down the line? Okay. Maybe I don't... Oh, right, because their diagonal is different than... We should have used on him, and then that would have worked better. Oh, well. We know that now. Well, she can hopefully finish off... Hopefully finish off him. Nope. Okay, yeah, we definitely have too many light classes. I feel like we might even want to just end training right now, because this isn't going the best. Yeah, let's just end training. There we go. We gotta figure out a better rotation than this. I feel like he is really not that helpful unless we need him. Like, he is able to do really powerful things, but I feel like that he is not as strong as some of the others. And I feel like Oddleaf is kind of in a similar situation. And I feel like we need someone like Mogan or Krumer to be in the group. We already have 2 Varl. I feel like that's a pretty good number to have. So let's actually move Mogan in and replace him, I guess. Okay, how many do you have anyway? 12 out of 9. So yeah, you should still need a few more to get up to rank 5. You need 1 more to get to 4. You need 2 more to get to 4. Okay, let's go to training. Angel, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Okay, let's go to training again. Hopefully this rotation works a little bit better. We definitely want to spread out the archers a bit, so let's do that. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay, so you are first. I think I actually want him over here. Let's do that, I guess. Just make our way right over here. Take them out. Yeah, that hurt everyone. Oh, but he's right there to fill the line there. That's cool. Gilmay, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Okay, well, we can do almost enough to get them. We can absolutely get them, but remember, we're not trying to have him in particular finish anyone off, so because of that, we'll just injure everybody. Just keep working down that armor. The attack is always painful to watch every single time. Okay, well you do need a kill, so might as well do that. There we go. Can do 4 against him. Just move up here. Keep on. Oh, we did way more than we needed. Whoops. That's fine. There's plenty of enemies here, so I think we'll be fine. Alright, you've already gotten one this round, so you move against others. Keep taking the brunt of the force here. Yeah, we definitely need Mogan in the group because he's really our only tank right now. Okay, here we go. She can finish off one. Awesome, she's up for the promotion now. Okay. Move right in between. And not against the armor. Okay, you should be able to easily be taken out next turn. Gotta keep working on that armor. See, now they're all alone over here, which is not good. Because there's no shield of any kind to be, you know, blocking the way there. So I think we might even still have too many light classes. I don't know who else we can level quickly enough to get to where we want them. There we go. Let's move back over towards this group. Just gradually here. She's gonna get her second kill here. Every time those attacks in particular just feel so much worse. Hey, he's gonna get one here. Nice. Okay, let's move this way so that we can aid in what's going on over here. Man, they sent a lot of enemies against us. But, you know, we seem to be doing fine, and in training, if they get injured, they don't actually stay injured, which is nice. Okay, that should be good enough there. So she should be up for a promotion now. Or maybe after the next one. I think she needed 2. Okay. I'll try to keep 2 in the bank just for when we really need them. Let's see. Well, it's either do hardly any damage or hardly any damage. So we might as well move over here to do hardly any damage to armor. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and use one of those because we really need to get that down. There we go. Well, can we actually, we don't have enough to do that. We should have saved one so that she, oh well. Man, there's still a lot of people that we need to take out here. I feel like the game is about to get a whole lot harder based off of this training. There we go, that'll get a lot what we need. Okay, we can now end training. And now head to the Hall of Heroes and hopefully promote. So literally everyone is up for promotion in our main group here. I feel like we're kind of missing Egil. I think Mogan helps that situation, but I feel like we still need to replace like Oddly for someone with Egil. I think that would be the best and wisest decision. And switch up the rotation to be like that. Like that. I think that is the best situation we can have right now. Brenda says, the fights don't look so interesting, but the story does. I would say that training is not interesting, but I do think that like the bridge fight was really interesting, for example. There's other fights that are super interesting that we've done in the past, like when we found the wizard guy, when we found, what is his name? Eyvind, when we found him, that was crazy. So there are really interesting combat areas, but yeah, training is not the most interesting at all, and it's not meant to be, I don't think, so. Okay, let's go ahead and leave. Oh, we're at normal. I don't know if we can rest today, but let's go ahead and do that. Morale improved. Morale is so important in this game, it seems. Day 97. Of course, if we're starving, morale won't really matter. The caravan stops at a split in the road. Ahead, the path leading to Sigerholm veers off into the hills, which are now swimming with familiar black shapes. Dredge that way too, grimaces Eyvind. The summer path leads straight to Sigerholm, while taking the main road will add several days. They're every way by now. Ubin. They're every way by now, replies Ubin. I suggest we go around past Haxthorpe. So we can fight our way there, or we can figure out a way around. Dredge that way too. The summer path leads straight to While taking the main road will add several days. I think we should listen to Ubin because he's been right quite a bit. So I guess we will go around. I hate to say it, Utel Avend, but I'm not willing to walk into swarms of dredge anymore. Juno will have to wait. No, I did the wrong decision. You turn toward the long round around Hortop instead, hoping you've saved lives in the process. So, there's a main road that we gain 5 renown. I'm confused. Let me look at a map. Confused what I just did. We're going to find out though with the map. It takes forever to load the map in this game. I really don't understand why. Okay, so I don't know where this summer road was, but I think we're just taking this main road here. I don't know, but we gained 5 renown, so I think we're still good to go find Juno. Day 97. I don't know if we have enough supplies. I don't know if that was the right decision. A trail of blood leads to a clearing where you find a large wounded Varl. He is gnawing on his shield, swearing at no one in particular, and occasionally slamming his cudgel on the ground. If not for the heavy bleeding, you'd leave this one alone without a second thought. Eat food and medicine and walk away. We can help if you want. Try to have healers tend to his wounds. We have to abandon him and move on. Even on second thought, the risk of dealing with this insane Varl is too much. You slowly step away from the giant's clearing, pulling the others back with you. Well improved. Yeah, there's no way we could have dealt with that. Finally a town we can get supplies. You enter a village of miners who want to know what has been happening recently between the rumblings of the quake and sightings of dredge in the distance. As you look around, you see a lot of elderly and children, and know that these people will only be more mouths to feed. Let them make their own decision. You welcome anyone who wishes to join caravan. There should be a "the" there, I think. Many do, while others choose to stay in their homes and see things through. You wish them luck. 68 clansmen. That's a lot. Okay, well, at least we have 35. Alright, we need to just buy a lot, I feel like. We need this more than we need renown. Let's see, I think 15 days worth is good. That sounds like a good number. Let's see. Knockback on strength attacks of 4. 2 break. Armor resist. That's good enough. I don't really like any of the items. Let's leave. Minus 7 supplies. So we are using more supplies now. We were only doing 6 before. Look at that! Shouts one of your clansmen. The caravan stops to watch dredge pooling into the village you just passed through. I hope anyone who stayed behind got out alive, says... I hope anyone who stayed behind got out alive, says Alette, but you have your doubts. Dang it. They're coming, says Iver, pointing out a line of dredge leaving the village and marching toward you. As you watch, the dredge in front falls over. Then the other one behind it falls as well. You hear a twang to your left. Nid, the archery student of Oddleaf's, who you recall deftly shooting a snow rabbit, is firing arrows down the hill. Another dredge topples. That's incredible, says Oddleaf, squinting. But we should get out of here. Odds right, let's go. Or we could return to the village to look for survivors, which could be more supplies as well, if we were able to find supplies. We're gonna return to the village. We just bought more supplies. The warriors complain as they ready their weapons. Nid, you say, come with us if you can fight that. Come with us if you can keep that up. She smiles and joins the fighters, getting ready to head back to the village. My 7 supplies, yeah. Yeah, that probably wasn't the right decision, but I feel like that we might get more stuff by going back and doing this, and we haven't fought in a while on a real fight, so let's do that first. Okay. Morale declined already. Great. Need to be by shield. Over here. Let's set this up for a 1-2 punch and have you like right there. Let's put Rook over here by all of them. Go ahead and work down 5 armor there. It's a slow process, but we're getting it done. Eddie, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Okay, we're pretty much done messing around. We need to just take out everybody as quick as we can here. Okay. I think we definitely want Shield Man on the shield. There's 4 more. He's not down to 10 armor, and we took out somebody else's armor. Cool. Move up 1. Start working down the I almost said morale. The strength there. I still can't get over how good the music is in this game. We didn't need to move up that far, but I think it's worth it. $13? Are you kidding me? He one-shot gun off there. That's ridiculous. This guy is like a super dredge. Oh man. Let's finish off this one. Makes more sense to do that. There we go. That, he hits so hard, we gotta worry about him. Let's have Egil maybe get a promotion here? No. Still needs more. Absolutely start working down the armor. It's basically like one-shotting everybody. Okay, we need to get his strength down. Cut it in half there. There we go. That was ridiculous. He was one-shotting everyone. We should have taken him out first. Well, we've kind of learned our lesson for next time, I guess. Keep taking down the armor here. Calling in reinforcements there. More of a reason to take out that guy. I don't think we'll be able to finish him, but we might be able to interrupt him here. Yeah, that interrupted. Nope, he's still going. I think that made him take longer though, so now Alette can actually come in and get the kill here. There we go. Now we just have to pillage the village. Cool. Done. We still don't have the best rotation here, I feel like, for the difficulty we're at. Yeah, Gunnulf got injured, that's not good. Mogan got injured, also not good. Those are like our two of the main people that we're caring about right now. And they both got injured. But we got 7 more renown, and hopefully we'll get supplies or something here. More dredge are on their way, pouring out of the summer path. Hurry, you shout. Rooting through houses. You find more than one family hiding in the village, and they hurry back with you to the caravan. Morale improved. That's good. Plus 21 clansmen. Probably no more supplies. Nope. But hey, at least we bought more. We're already to day 101. Wow. Okay. More supplies missing, the woman by a wagon says to you. And look, tracks. Right here they look like children's footprints. But my husband and I followed them into the wilderness. A ways. They meet up with some adult tracks. No telling how many. Round up and question the children, question parents, send scouts to look for anyone following you. Send scouts. Minus 15 supplies. You round up some villagers who depart quietly. They return that evening with reports of a few tracks that ultimately lead nowhere. Someone may be trying to hide their tracks, but you don't have time to continue the search. Man, we can't afford that. We're down to 10 days of supply. See, this game is getting difficult at this point. It's definitely getting much harder. Minus 7 more supplies. Morale is declining. Oh, we're making it out of the snow though. Oh, another godstone. That's awesome. That's really cool. The Godstone of Dunder passes around you. In the frozen climates here, it looks like the rock has split and is falling apart, held together only by the deep snow. Curiously, when standing between the stones, the wind drops off completely, picking up again once you pass through. I almost wonder if we should rest here for the night, says Iver, who seems to have noticed the same thing. With all the snow around it, the dredge might not even be able to find us. Let's stay here overnight. See, I'm trusting the game at what it's saying, which is never a good idea. No experience. You walk around the camp before settling in. Along each strand of the Dunder's massive beard is carved a different part of his story. And you turn your head to find... You turn your head to and fro to read it. While the Loom Mother was the first to create, she soon found a counterpart in Dunder, who embodied her ideals, a masculine form. Dunder took some of her creations, gave them beards, and showed them the secret of smithing. Though many remember him just as fondly for teaching them games and songs of mirth. Okay, that's just lifting right out of Tolkien, buddy. Good grief. Morale improved. As the camp settles in, you notice a group of boys huddled around something. They show you an offering box, carved into the Godstone itself. The box is an elaborate construction of interlocking pieces, which slide around when touched. We can't get it open, they tell you. It's like a puzzle. Try to open it. The boys take turns working out the puzzle, and give you tips when it's your turn. Though you don't seem to make much progress. Eventually they leave to sleep, until it's just you and a couple other determined youngsters. Keep working. It's hard to know how long you spend sliding around the smooth puzzle pieces, but when people begin emerging from their tents, you know you're in trouble. Exhausted from a long, sleepless night, or still the box remains closed as you shuffle wearily along with the leaving caravan. Well, that was not very productive. That was not productive at all. But hey, we're making it into green and there's a town in sight here. Let's look at the map. We totally abandoned Juneau, it would seem. Okay, we went down this whole other road, so we're taking like a super long way. Yeah, I feel like we should have gone there first. I don't know. While walking, the words of a mother's song reach you. It's soothing, nuanced, and about your current journey. When she finishes, a man begins a tale of his own verse. The woman quickly responds with another poem, and the entire caravan slows to listen to the entertaining competition. Join the crowd and cheer on the competitors. The man's response is an upbeat poem, which questions the mother's cooking. The caravan explodes with laughter, and the contestants continue amiably for another hour or so. You hear snippets of the poems along the trail the rest of the day, the words changing slightly each time. Morale improved. Okay, I'm glad we bought those extra supplies because we're already down to 6. That was bad. Five. In the distance, Hawkstorp smolders like an old campfire. Even from here, you can see black figures shambling through it. That looks like a dead town, remarks Ivor, confirming your impressions. There's usually survivors, Oddleaf reminds you. Check it out just in case there's no time, keep moving. We already had bad luck with the last one. We've had enough problems for one lifetime, you say. We don't need to go looking for them. Probably the better decision, replies Ivor. Dang it, so we didn't get supplies from there. We only have 5 days of supplies. What are we gonna do? We should have bought more. Ahead, you find what appears to be a good number of peasants, surrounded by brigands. One of the armed men looks over his shoulder and says, "Gods be danged. This is all I need. Listen, don't interfere, and one of the supply wagons is yours." While remaining silent, the peasants plead with you with their eyes. Accept offer. We need the supplies. You nod, and a few of your men take hold of the supply wagon, bringing it into the caravan. Other clansmen take a bit of coaxing. They eventually turn their backs to the scene and move on, but in lower spirits. Plus 20 supplies. We needed that. Okay, we're in a bad spirit right now, but we need to keep moving. We don't have time to make camp. Another Godstone. Okay. One looks totally different. It looks like it's one of the menders. That is pretty cool. I don't know, it's hard to tell. Lots of words. The Godstone for Ingrid, goddess of knowledge. Ah, for knowledge. Looks on as the caravan takes a much needed rest. Ivor shoos some children away from a from a solitary dredge, slingering. From a solitary dredge slinger, lying dead beneath the stone. Should we be worried about that? You ask Ivar, pointing to the dredge body. I don't think so, he replies. Still, couldn't hurt to have a few guards look around. Hours pass without warning. We need to pack up and move on. As you're ready to depart, you hear screams from near the main godstone. The same boys so curious about the dead dredge before, are shrieking and pointing. For a moment you think it must not have been dead, but then you see that they have opened a wrapping that was in the dredge's hands. Wait, says Ivar, his arms across your chest. This shouldn't be seen. Get everyone away. A chill sweeps over you. Alette pushes past and gasps. Stop, shouts Ivar. But the curious onlookers have already seen it. Leave it. On the ground before the dead slinger is a small stony figure, its hands searching for something it can't find. That's a baby. That dredge is a woman? We've been killing women. We've been slaughtering women and children this whole time? Leaving them to die? In a war, it's only the males who fight. We've been fighting these dredge the whole way. Why are women and children on their backs, attacking us? They're not invading. They're running. Everyone stops dead in their tracks. The entire caravan is gathered around, aghast. Man, that is the last thing we needed. We should have bought way more supplies. When I spoke to Juno, she told me something was coming. She didn't know what. A darkness. Something black is covering the world, and the dredge are running from it, just as we're running from them. The serpent, the quake. It's all the beginning of the end. Ivar, you knew? Why? Why didn't you say something? Ivar? When I was young, I killed one of the Sunder during the Second Great War. We called it Rays. Every time we would build our defenses, it would flatten them and push us back again. I became separated from the rest of the Varl, who stumbled upon Rays deep in a snowstorm, alone. She was nursing. I threw my axe. It twisted in the wind. Her son died in her arms. She was so pathetic, kneeling in the snow. She didn't even try to stop me when I took her head. That's how I killed a Sunder. As if this game wasn't already emotional enough. Dang. When I found my way to Grafheim, the Varl wanted to make me Kinder, next to be king. I left, walked, until I ended up in Skogar, where no one knew what I had done. The only sound is the wind blowing through the trees. Oh, game. Brenda says, "What's asunder?" Basically just the lead, like a leader of the dredge. So like their version of like a king or a captain or, you know, some type of leader. So for example, Bellower, the leader of the dredge, is asunder as well. For a long time, nobody says a thing until a child breaks the silence. "What do we do with the baby?" she asks. A lump forms in your throat, looking at the small obsidian creature squirming before you. Oh man, put it to a vote. Insist on taking it with the caravan. Insist on leaving it behind. Stay out of this one. Put it to a vote. While some grumble about leaving it to chance, the caravan votes pretty clearly in favor of leaving the infant behind. I knew we should just left it. It remains beneath the Godstone as the caravan departs. You try to put the whole episode from your mind and focus now on reaching Sigarholm. I really wonder what would have happened if we took it. But it's too late now. Yeah, we need to go and catch up with Juno as quick as we can and get more supplies. I don't know how we're going to make it. We have 6 days of supplies and I think a lot farther than 6 days to go. Let's look at the map. Okay, we're a decent way there. I think we will at least be able to make it to this place, but I don't know if there's supplies there. There better be. There better be. We need to rest one day, but I don't know if we can afford it. You're making the usual rounds when you hear a rather loud debate coming from the area that Varl have gathered. Iver joins as you approach. Ubin, you'd rather be known for falling asleep and dying in the corner of a mead house than battling a Sunderer? No, I'd rather be known for not dying. Don't even know what you're worried about. I did this 100 times in the Great Wars. Take some warriors, plow head first into the dredge. They follow you into the hills, get lost. Now, they're not following you. When you did this 100 times, did they have Bellower leading them? Have you never heard about this time I hit Bellower? Have you never heard about the time I hit Bellower in the head with a throwing axe? Both Varl halt the debate when they suddenly notice you watching. What's this about? Careful, my friend. A lot of old history getting thrown around here. The warriors were just nothing that... The warriors were just noting that there's a danged good number of dredge on our rears. I don't know. You know, I'm censoring because of the whole YouTube craziness for needing to be all family friendly and all that stuff. So, you're welcome. You can thank YouTube. Bellower pulling up the rear. This one thinks he can just wander up there and throw them off our tracks. How about some gratitude? Thought you'd be happy to finally be oldest Varl in the land, Ubin. I'm never happy to lose more Varl, crewmare. Besides, I'm not convinced you're really older than me. I'll leave it to you. Leave my butt? You must be used to Iver following your lead. In the old days, I'd already be halfway to the battlefield by now. Speaking of which... You coming, Yngvar? You could ask Bellower for your arm back. Don't think so. Not exactly in the mood right now. Alright then. I'll tell Handarog you said hello. Krumer and a good many Vara warriors head out towards the growing army of Dredge. More supplies. I'm not complaining. Although we might need him for like a battle if we do that later, but... Is he going to come back? He always has before. But this time feels different. I fear. We still only have 5 days of supplies though. We only have 18 Varl total. That was probably a mistake to let them go. But I can't really stand in the way of him, I don't think. We gotta get more supplies for our caravan. Oh man, we made it to red morale. An old man sits astride an overgrown portion of the trail. You lost? Oh, you lost, you ask? An old man sits... Okay. He adjusts the leather strap on his head and says, "No, are you?" He jumps up and shuffles towards the caravan, his tattered clothes revealing no weapons. "Well, I've seen better," the old man says, peering into the supply wagons. "But I'll join you." He stands next to a fighter, throws his beard over his shoulder, and puffs up his chest. The fighter grins, and the stranger exhales, asking, "What are we waiting for? Lead the way." We've already got enough mouths to feed. You're welcome to join if you can keep pace. Who are you, and what are you doing here? "Call me Una, or anything else you like," the old man says. "A man goes where he pleases, doesn't he?" His stern look is more comical than intimidating, but you stopped looking for answers. Welcome to join if you can keep pace. Keep pace? The old man puffs through his mustache. "No fleeter than old Una. And husbands, mind your wives. I'm cursed with the golden tongue, not silver." The caravan enjoys a good laugh as they start moving once again. Morale improved, but not enough to get... Okay, we have to stop to improve morale one day. We have to rest, sadly. I don't know if we've ever spoken. I'm Nid. You're Rook. I know. We've actually been traveling together for a long time. It's strange how you can be so close to people and not know them. Every day I pass people I swear I've never seen before. I wanted to thank you for letting me join you. Have you always been such a good shot? Honestly, I never tried before Oddleaf made me. I spent my whole life making clothes, cleaning. Oddleaf's good, but I don't think it was all her doing. It feels right. I just look where I want it to go. Anyway, I feel better. The caravan, the people worrying all day and making problems. Sometimes they really stew in their misery. I'm glad I can do something helpful. You're welcome, I should be going. Don't think anything of it. We all have our own problems to deal with. Let me know if you need me to put an arrow into something. She returns to her tent, where her boys are waiting for her. Ah, man, no matter what we do, there's always feels in this. Okay, we rested a day, we only have 3 days of supplies. We're gonna start starving, I think. We should have bought... Oh, a town! We're finally to Sigerholm. Sigerholm. Gather round, doubters! Echoes a shout in the distance as Krumer and his band of warriors break through nearby foliage. And behold the invincible Varl! The caravan is thrilled to see Krumer return safely. Did the plan work? Asks Ubin. Work, responded Krumer. Of course it worked. Same old dredge. Should be another day or two at least, before they even find us. Plus 20 renown. And if you apologize, I'll tell you I found these, Krumer says, tossing you a pair of leather gloves that look big enough for a Varl. He leans in close, whispering so Ubin can't hear. Had something to do with a raven's nest and a hair tie. Okay. Dunder's hand. Dang. We have 53 renown. We're definitely going to be buying a ton of supplies. I think
Sigurholm approaches, we fear the worst. The once calm lake surrounding it now looks like a bowl that has been flipped. Proud home sinking into muddy water. A side effect of the quake. What has the rest of the world become on the other side of those mountains?
I think we had 5 less Varl returns. I think 5 Varl actually died there. Dang, yeah, there was clearly a quake here. There better be a marketplace. So we only have 2 days of supplies. Day 111. The 111st. One catastrophe to another, says Oddleaf, as you pull in to Sigurholm. The town appears to be sinking into the lake. Townspeople peek from dark windows and makeshift hovels further up the hill. No, says Avent, looking frantic. Where is she? He runs to the front of the caravan, looking out over the water. Juno isn't here, and you get the creeping feeling you're not welcome either. Going upriver looks out of the question. The beach is bare, aside from the occasional skeleton of a ruined fishing boat. You reluctantly set camp in the sinking town. We'd better, because we need supplies. All I'm saying is, how long are you willing to wait? While taking stock of the caravan, you inadvertently walked into a debate between Oddleaf and Avend. As long as we need to. And I think we need to get out of here. I don't feel good about this place. Why? What's wrong? Something doesn't feel right. The people here are staring at us, like those vultures in the wastes. I'm sorry, Avent. I think Oddleaf is right. I saw a man. The whole time we were setting up, he was just watching me. In a creepy way. And how long before the dredge find us here? Juno will come. Just give it a little more time, Rook. Listen to me. I need you to trust me on this. Head to the market and get as many supplies as we possibly can. We can't get any more, but that's fine. I don't think you can get to rank 6, so how's there rank 6 items? Or no, they cost 6 for now and they're only rank 3. Got it. Got it. Plus 2 drawing aggro. Plus 2 strength. I think we'll buy this one. We lost a lot of renown there, but I think it'll be worth it. +2 will per kill. Let's give that Dunder's Hand +3 strength. Dang, so if we had enough to promote gun off, we would have enough to do everything we needed to. +2 will per kill. +15% 2 times strength damage. Okay, so that's why we get the 15% for double damage. Yeah, I think that works for Rook. +2 will per kill. See, I feel like everyone needs these. We'll figure that out when we get closer to combat or something. We're resting a day. Oh, we're back to normal morale. Or, yeah, morale. You're really worried about her, aren't you? What? Oh, Juno. Worry doesn't begin to describe it. If she doesn't find us here, or something has happened to her. Are you sure what you saw was real? It could have been a dream. Okay. I don't know what that is, but I'm assuming that it's safe. Something just popped up on my security. Hopefully it's not a crazy virus thing. It could have been a dream. Or, I don't know. You were pretty exhausted. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure anymore. Everything is a blur. Don't tell the others I said that. I have to hope it wasn't just a dream. What is it like to be a mender? How exactly does weaving work anyway? Why is Bellower still following us? I saw Grofheim as it burned. Ivan gets a faraway look in his eyes. The Sunder blew through it like a tempest. The Varl fell in the thousands. Most of his Sunderer left the city and headed south. So okay, we did get confirmation that even though the Dredge don't like fire, they did destroy the city. Who knows where they are now? They might be destroying every town they come to, or heading toward Arboreng. Bellower stayed in Grofheim, just for the sport of it, I think. Just for the sport of it? Dang. As we fled to Irontoft, I thought he must want to wipe the Varl off the map completely. But then he came after us. Maybe he knew Iver was the one who killed Reyes. Maybe, but let's just make sure he doesn't catch up. I don't really want to ask the other questions. I don't want to take any more time. No, it's okay, Rook. I appreciate the talk. It's good to stay grounded. I spend all day worrying about the serpents, or Sunder. I think a lot of people are intimidated, or scared maybe, of me. Don't worry, it's nothing new. I'm used to it. Maybe sometime we can talk about things that don't include the world ending. Dang. Can we buy more supplies now? Not that we want to necessarily. Nope. Let's rest one more day. A scuffle has broken out in front of the houses. Thief! Shouts one of your people, as a group of strangers flee from your camp. Oddleaf is already running their direction. They took our supplies, you hear from nearby. Chase the thieves, try to talk it out with the locals. Tell the caravan to get ready to leave immediately. Ignore the thief and protect the caravan. Ignore the thief and protect the caravan. Let them go, you shout, before anyone rushes off. Better keep what we have than chase after something that's gone. The townspeople continue to peek out from windows and around corners, but nobody makes another swipe at your supplies. Okay, we're leaving. We're absolutely leaving. Rook, wait, please, Avon begs. She said she'd be here. We need her. You can tell he's terrified of leaving, as though he'd be giving up on Juno. Just a little longer. You tell Avon you'll stick around a little longer, but you're not certain how long you're willing to wait yourself. Every day lost becomes more precarious. A random assortment of people from the caravan confront you. Listen, says one. We don't feel safe here. I don't know anything about Minders or whatever, but we're going to leave, and I hope you'll join us. Looks like a couple dozen people, farmers and fighters alike, feel the same way. Join them and get ready to depart. You agree that it is time to go. Avon casts his eyes upon the ground, but doesn't protest. The caravan packs up and prepares to leave. We've got other problems, great, says Ivor. The whole place is flooded. We could try to walk the muddy parts, but it'll be slow going. We could try to float the caravan over the lake, but we might tip or get stuck. Or we could just go around the whole thing, but no idea how long that'll take. What do you think? We're definitely not paying locals to help. I feel like detour around the flooding makes the most sense, even though it might take a whole long time. You leave Sigerholm and start to feel your way around the flooded area, which has washed out the road completely. You continue far into the wooded area, which slows you down even further. Already committed, you hope you don't make a grave mistake. You leave Sigerholm in a hurry, hoping to outpace the dredge that must be close behind. As you continue further south, you first hit overgrowth, and then forest before finding land that is dry enough to follow back around. By the time you circumnavigated the mud, you've lost a lot of time, and hope it doesn't haunt you later. Mine's 28 supplies. That was several days. We still have 10 days though. And better renown. And better morale. But we're losing stuff as well. We need more renown badly. This game is so stressful at times. A gaunt man and woman approach the caravan, hands held high. A word, friends, the man says. We are poor farmers, down on our luck. The woman hits him and says, We're outlaws, plain and simple. 10 of us, and we'd help you in a fight for some food up front. What are your crimes? Misunderstandings, the man says. Mead houses are confusing. Never know when you've drank your share. The woman hits him again and says, We've stolen, killed a few when we had to. Skills that might benefit you out here. Send the outlaws away. We are so much more than... The man stops as the woman glares at him. He nods and they shuffle away quietly. It takes until camp is set up to notice that a few of your supplies have gone missing. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it was gonna happen. That's okay. We've got to just press on. We have 7 days of supplies. As you're about to head off to sleep for the night, Onif pulls you aside. I have a couple of concerns I want to speak to you about, he says. In private. You find a quiet place to talk. What's on your mind? How well do you know the people traveling with us? He has his sword drawn. How many strangers are in the caravan now? Who are you worried about? I've been watching folks since I joined you. Your companions from Skogar. They're loyal. I mean, it seems pretty clear that they'd die to protect you. I suppose I'd do the same. What about the Varl? You don't even know half those warriors. You're telling me they have no problem following a man's orders now? After everything that happened in Irontoft? I trust Ivor to handle it. He's fearless, I'll give him that. I'll give you that. But look at him. He's run ragged. He can't be there all the time. What happens the first time the Varl don't want to do what you tell them? If Krumer gave the word, I guarantee at least half would follow. Let's be honest. They would take this caravan by force at any time, if they wanted to. They haven't. Doesn't mean they won't. They're not the biggest problem, though. There's a Mender with us. A Mender who pulls lightning out of the sky and tells us what to do and where to go. Myself, I think we're lucked out when his Mender didn't show up in Sigarholm. Avon's just the apprentice? What in the depths is his master capable of? Think about it, Rook. What do you really know about Avon? I heard they were found practically dead in the middle of nowhere when the dredge started showing up. Then an enormous serpent shows up at Irontoft after tearing the world in half, takes one look at Avon, and bolts. Suddenly, they need our help instead of the Mender Council? How does that make any danged sense? Makes some valid points. You might be distorting what happened. Avon could have taken control long before now. You make some valid points. Points you should have made on your own. I'm grateful for what you've done to get us this far, Rook. But it's always been about trust. I think it's time to part ways, so to speak. Nothing personal. Suddenly, you gasp for air. When you look down, Onif is holding a knife buried deep in your ribs. What? Your vision blurs and blood fills your sight. You gasp again. There's a bird whistle, and the camp becomes a blur of motion. Onif's fighters from Frostfeller leap into action, cutting people down. My 12 clansmen. As Oddleaf turns to fire on the men, Onif runs her through. And pulls the blade from her back without even breaking his stride. She drops like a sack of flour. In one clean motion, his blade then takes Egil in the throat before the boy can grab his shield. Onif heads straight for Alette, who freezes in unbridled terror. You rise to your feet through the pain. Egil and Oddleaf are dead. Somehow you find the strength to cleave the nearest traitor in two. But you can't find the breath to shout. You think your lung might be punctured. Onif clutches Alet's wrist amidst the commotion, tosses her bow aside, and pulls her into the deep woods. Her eyes meet yours across the campsite. No, her lips say, though you can't hear the words. A dozen men appear between you as Ivor steps into view, as fearsome as you've ever seen him before. Dang. Well, that was horrible. Well, I guess our plan to have her around anymore didn't matter, but we did lose our other guy. We don't have Alette right now, because she got taken, so I guess we'll use backup archer here. I guess we'll use the Mender. Anthony says, just got Game of Thrones on you. Yeah, no kidding. Just lost a bunch of people. Justin, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Dang, that was rough. I'll give that to him, I guess. Did we lose the items that we... because they're still equipped on those people? Well, that's dumb. +2 will per kill. Who could use this? I guess her, since she's supposedly a good shot. Can't. We don't have anyone else to use that one. Ready for battle, I guess. Do we want to upgrade anybody? We can actually spend points here. So, okay, I guess she's not up for promotion. She just has points to spend. She has 7. I guess we have to use her as another light class here. She's very weak at 6 and 7, but we had to do that in order to give her the willpower she really should have. That was horrible. Really awesome that there's finally consequences to stuff, because I think we've made our way through the choices to not have very many people die somehow. But man, that was rough. There we go. Yeah, that was a huge thing. Of course I am shook and up after that. That was ridiculous. That guy had been with us that whole time, and it turns out that he was possibly a traitor. And he was the one talking about traitors. Alexander, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. They say just found a dune in Lotro today and hit 110. Awesome. If only I was on Landy, we could play together. Happy streaming. That'd be cool. Okay. Let's go ahead and weaken these so they don't hurt us. We really need to start looking who's like the next in combat so that we can take them out instead of them taking us out. Okay, well, we definitely want to move over here. Let's go there so we're closer and kind of blocking the way a bit. And just one shot. There we go. guy's like our tank, so I think we want to move here. Work down the armor there a bit. These guys are just brigands of that guy that was attacking us. And we still don't know where Alette is. And who knows what our supplies are going to be like now. Wow, doing that 3 definitely is worth it. She's going to go ahead and get one. Bowmaster. Achievement unlocked there. I don't know what that's about. No one helping over here, so I feel like we need to move in this direction. Get that diagonal going. There we go. Lots of damage there. Yeah, he is pretty powerful, you just have to be careful how you use him. You can move down to take that one out. Let's see. I feel like we would be better used moving down and injuring, because those guys are both basically done. I feel like we're better off doing this. Making everybody weak seems to be better than taking out a single target. Let's just move over here and completely take out the archer here while we have the chance. There we go. Let's go against this one. Let's see, we haven't lost anyone yet, so that's good. I feel like it makes most sense just to ignore both of them since we got plenty of, we have 3 characters down here. We need to move in this direction to help things out over here. Let's work down that armor. Hopefully 90% is good enough. There we go. Music did not expect her to do that, I guess. Totally changed when that happened. Apparently you can actually do melee combat. I don't know if we want to do that. Let's move here just to see what that's like. I feel like lightning's much better. Alright, take care, Alexandra. Alexander, thank you so much for joining. Selected that though. That's good. Just need to finish this off. This is what I was talking about earlier. We definitely need to move in that direction so that we can just finish this off here. It really doesn't matter which one, we might as well do this one since it's guaranteed. Both of them are guaranteed, but this is easier. Oh man, he took out the armor on both those. We should have taken out him, apparently. Okay, well, you can't do anything. Really work down that armor so that someone else can take him out. Here we go. New archer. Here, just take him out. Awesome. That could have gone a lot better. That could have gone a lot better. But we didn't lose anyone, and we got 10 renown, so that's not horrible. "Where's Alert?" shouts Iver, tearing through the nearest bandit. But you're already hobbling onto the deep wounds, where they disappeared, ignoring the battle raging behind you. In a haze of pain, you start to think you've lost their tracks. Then you hear Alette screaming in the distance, followed by silence. You tear through the trees. In a small clearing, Alette lies, with her back against a tree. Her hands and her clothes are covered in blood. She stares vacantly ahead, unblinking. Beside her is the body of Anif. How do you say that anyway? I'm gonna say Anif. I think that's what I've been saying the whole time. Anyway, beside her is the body of Anif, an arrow buried in his right eye, as if placed there by hand. She looks in your direction, and then at Anif. "I killed him," she says. And she's the one that never wanted to kill anyone. "Alette, are you alright?" You cringe as much from the pain as the appearance of Alette. You cringe as much from the pain as the appearance of Alette after her bloody struggle with Anif. "No, I'm not hurt. I had no choice." "Dad, your chest. You're bleeding." Suddenly she is at your side, putting pressure on the wound. I can fix this. Where's my needle? Oddleaf! Anyone!" Oddleaf is dead and she doesn't know. "Iver, I found them." Just as your sight goes black, you see Avend, Iver, and Alette standing over you. Well, at least we got the mender. He should be able to heal me, right? "He's going to make it?" Your eyes open to the sound of Alette's voice. "Normally, a wound like that... I only hope I did enough. I'll survive." "Dad!" Alette stops herself from hugging your bandaged chest, pulling your head to her instead. The words come out easier than you expected. "Oddleaf, it's a good thing Avend was here. She's going to pull through. Though it was a nasty wound. We managed to kill most of those traitorous sons, and the rest fled into the woods. There were a lot of people I couldn't save. You did everything you could, Avend. Nobody expects you to raise the dead." Avend frowns deeply, putting a hand to his forehead. Why did Anif do this, Rook? He was talking to you right before it happened." He had been playing it all along. He thought my leadership would get us killed. He had been planning it all along, I guess. He thought my leadership would get us killed. All this time we had no idea. Yeah, I know, Ivor. "Ekil killed a good half-dozen of Anif's men by himself. He told me Anif was running Frostveller the whole time." So he was the leader of Frostveller the whole time? It wasn't Ekil? We misread that whole situation, apparently. He left Frostveller behind when he saw a better opportunity. Guess that relationship is over. Ekil was always just the barking dog you put in the yard to find out who your enemies are. It was no accident Anif went after those of us from Skoger. He must have thought, with us gone, he'd take the banner and the rest would fall in line. Or at worst, they'd take all the supplies for themselves and leave the rest as dredge bait. We have to be more careful. We can't just let anyone join the caravan anymore. We'll be more cautious. None of this changes the fact that Bellower is out there somewhere, following us. That swamp around Sigerholm might buy us some time, but we've got to keep moving. Your body aches all over, but Ivar's right. The road calls. The caravan is already starting to pack up the camp. Oh, so he's just here as the oh yeah, because he was the prisoner the whole time. Forgot about that. Forgot we had him as prisoner still. Dang. So this whole plot's been brewing that whole time. Let's talk to her first. How's the wound? You notice Oddleaf wince as she rises to greet you. It's doing a lot better. And I saw it happen. I thought for sure. I'm really glad you're... Anthony says, yes sir, Dang. You have to be careful. This is no game. Chris, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. They say there's someone spamming your Discord right now. Okay, I'll check that real quick. Deal with moderation here a little bit on Discord. We'll see what this is all about. Hold on, everybody. But dang, I really did not expect any of that. Dang, there's multiple people spamming stuff. What the heck is going on? Ban. Dang. That's really dumb that people are doing this.
Plum said you gay.
Good grief. That's ridiculous. There's like so many accounts right now. What is going on? Yeah, I need to ban them all. That's ridiculous. What the heck? Why are there so many people doing this? Oh, disgusting. What the heck? They're just creating more accounts. Can you keep banning as they pop up? Good grief. Ella says they can help you. I'm gonna make you a mod as well. Okay, at there we go. You are now a mod as well. Good grief, guys. That's disgusting. Oh, and now they're spamming the chat too. Great. Just great. Well, that's what happens, I guess, when people notice your stream. Good grief. And then he says, give me moderator. Alright, I'm gonna give 2 people moderator here. Okay, you guys go ahead and block those people with your mod powers. My goodness. This is so dumb that I'm having to deal with this. Oh man, that's ridiculous, guys. I'm sorry about that. That's just something that happens, is that people spam your stuff every so often. Good grief. Really, really dumb. Okay, back to the Banner Saga here. Gosh, that sucks. Okay. And the crazy thing is, it wasn't just like one account, it was like 6 or 7 different accounts, and so it was really frustrating to deal with, but I don't even want to say that we got it done, because I don't want to jinx it or anything, but that was really dumb. I wish we didn't have to deal with that, but sadly we do. Yeah, thank you, Chris, for pointing out what was going on Discord. I really do appreciate it. That was just really stupid stuff that people were doing. So thank you, Chris, for pointing that out. If anything like that ever happens on my Discord and I'm not on my Discord, please let me know while I'm live streaming. Thanks. Okay. Thanks for helping handle that, Terry. Oh my goodness. That was really dumb that we had to deal with that. But that happens. Terry says that's one way to find out I still had Discord open, yeah. Yeah, people putting up not safe for work stuff for sure. And it wasn't just like a little bit not safe, it was really not safe for work at all. So dumb. Oh well, here we go. Back to the game. I need to get back to it, not let them control what's going on. Okay, Rook says, when I saw it happen, I thought for sure. Oh well, yeah, right when we were in the death mind of, you know, her not thinking she was alive. Sorry guys, that's never happened to me before, so that just really threw me for a loop. You would have missed me, Rook. You would have missed me, Rook? Oh man, she's still kind of flirting, but not really. Without Avond, that's all you could have done. Instead, you'll have to put up with my crap a little longer. It still aches, like you wouldn't believe, though. Or maybe you would. Heard you took a stabbing yourself. I guess things could have gone worse. So, we still don't know if the other guy that had the crush on Alette made it through. I don't remember his name right now. Egil. We still don't know if Egil made it through or not. I think they said that we thought he was dead, but we only heard that Oddleaf got saved. I don't think we ever heard that Egil got saved. Okay, I'm still getting over what just happened with Discord and the live chat and everything. You think about what to say. How are you doing? What do you think about the caravan? I'll let you get some rest. What do you think about the caravan? You mean, should we start kicking people out? That's a tough one. Usually I'd be the first to give you a dirty look for suggesting it. On the other hand, I've got a sword in my back. Oddleaf thinks for a long moment before sighing. Don't send anyone away. Just make sure nothing happens to Alette. How are you doing? I'm doing alright. Sometimes it's lonely since my husband died. I guess I'd say it's more like being alone, even surrounded by all these people. Not like I don't have enough to worry about, though. I'm glad to have Alette around. And you, Rook. I'll let you get some rest. Okay, thanks. I'll take you up on that. Oh my. You know, you're welcome to keep me company. Oh man. When I'm a little more awake, I mean. I'll talk to you later. Okay. Good grief. Okay. Let me check Discord real quick, make sure everything's going through there. Thank you all for taking care of that. That was ridiculous. Okay, I'll look at that later, Edelith. It took me completely by surprise. I forgot Discord was still open, but I don't have the ability to ban folks. I can only block them. Anyway, let's get back to this. Look who it is. Still not dead. How are things, Rook? I could never guess with you, Ekil. I heard you helped drive off the traitors when Onif attacked us. And it leaves me always wondering, what's your deal? I'm not so hard to understand. Why don't you try asking instead of telling? Why did you stick with him? I don't know, Rook. Family makes you do weird things. You know what the worst part is? We became kin when he married my sister. She died of a fever one night. But she didn't. She wasn't sick. He killed her. I don't know why he did it. Maybe he just felt like it. I was so furious. I got so angry that I wanted him to beg. I could kill him without a second thought, but that wasn't enough. I wanted him to feel sick about it, puke his guts out. And somehow that turned into, over time, he never cared. And I gave up and did what he wanted. Don't know how it happened. But when I attacked you in Frostveller, guess I'll just say it wasn't my idea. Guilherme, welcome back to the chat. Nice to have you here. Why didn't you warn us about Anif? We could use a good fighter. I want you to leave. I need to get going. Why don't you warn us? Didn't I? How many times do I have to call him a traitor before you got the message? What do you want me to say? Watch out, one of you's gonna murder your whole family? He didn't fill me in. He didn't fill me in on the details. He was always like that. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to convince you to off me. But listen, I don't need to know. So keep it to yourself. We could use a good fighter, I guess. Could have killed a lot more of them without my hands bound, if that's what you mean. So Rook, I don't have to be your prisoner anymore? So you're gonna let me walk around with my own axe and everything? That doesn't mean I'm not watching you. I accept that. You're a good man. You really need to work on your twitch, buddy. you got a little bit of a twitch there. That's kind of an issue. Okay. I need to get going. Only option. And you need to go to the bathroom. Okay. You're not the only busy man around here, you know. You shake your head as Zekil steps away from camp. I have no idea if that was the right decision to do or not, but that's what we did. Okay. I'm still really irritated at those people for crashing on the stream and doing all that on Discord. It's really dumb. Okay. How do I change that? Apparently mods only have blocks, so they are not currently banning. I blocked them, but I don't know how to ban people. Hang on, guys. The Discord stuff is not over, apparently. Apparently people are still spamming, and I just have not figured out how to ban people. I don't know where this setting is. That's frustrating. I can't change anything because server mode enabled. Okay, apparently it's not gonna set. Alright, I'm gonna figure out these settings. Sorry guys, I know this isn't the most interesting thing for the stream, but I gotta fix my Discord. Okay, according to this, I banned quite a few people, but I don't know how to change it to where... Let's see, admins. Ban members, there we go, save changes. Also add kick members. Okay. Arts video says it's fine with me, do what you have to do. Yeah, it's just dumb that I have to do this. Manage messages. Okay, I think that's all I want to do right now. Okay, you should have permission to kick and ban now. Okay, sorry. Never mind. You should have permission now. Cool. Okay, things should be fixed now. Good grief. Okay. Yeah, hopefully it won't happen again. Okay, now we can get back to the stream. Once again, sorry everybody. Had to deal with that and had to put things into place to deal with that in the future. So now things are in the place, so if it happens again, it should be much easier to take care of and won't be as interrupting. Okay, let's see here. Looks like we got everyone in a good spot. Okay, we got back our trinkets, so that's good. We got back our trinkets. Good, good, good. And yeah, that was the most annoying part about the whole thing, is that I was live. They spammed the YouTube chat as well after they hit the Discord. Okay. Let's see here now. What do we got? We got Echo. He's just level 1 apparently. I was hoping he'd be much higher than that. That's kind of, he's gone through so much combat. They should have made him be higher than rank 1. I think. If Nid's rank 2 at the start, he should have been at least rank 2. This late in the game. Okay, well, we've learned through this game that things are not what they appear. That's basically the general message of what's going on here, is that things are not at all what they appear. So, We have 34 renown. That is good. But we only have 7 days of supplies. That's not good. We have normal morale. Let's leave. Six days left of supplies. I wish I knew a better way to have more supplies in this game, because it feels like every choice we've made, we've just lost supplies. It looks like there's a town up ahead. Some clansmen have discovered a large patch of wild fruit. When you approach, you see some people have begun to sample them. A mother frets about whether they're safe after overhearing one of the children say that it tastes funny. Others start gathering by the basketful. Observe someone who already ate some. After a short time, you note the slurred speech of a young man partaking the fruit. Besides a little drunk, he seems perfectly fine. Gather as much as you can, I guess. Gather what you can, you tell the others, thankful to add any amount of food to your stores. Though a few people become a little drunk from the fermented fruits, nobody gets sick. Plus 16 supplies, let's hope that doesn't come back to bite us. But we did get more supplies just randomly out. I have a feeling that that's not going to be a good thing. Brennan says, I finally have my javelin imbued with my spear. Awesome. Congrats in Lotra for that. That's cool. Okay. The villagers are completely oblivious to the destruction that is coming. All we have seen is some dark figures far off, they tell you. Aside from a few young families, they're reluctant to pick up their things and join you. Plus 15 clansmen. Okay. We gain clansmen. We need to rest. We need supplies. A ring engraved in Catherine of something or other. A gifted healer should preserve life in all but the most grievously wounded. Protects from death unless strength is 1. That could come in handy. But it costs 6 renown. I don't know if we want to spend that much. No, we're not spending that much. We just need supplies. Wow, that goes up real quick. Is it 1-to-1 ratio? No, it's not quite, because we had to use 2 on 8. We did not have enough supplies last time, so I feel like we need to go even further. Let's go for 20 days of supplies. I know that's going to take our renown down to 15, which is really frustrating. But we have to. We have to. See, they've made more supplies available in these towns, which means that you're supposed to be buying them, but it's frustrating because you can't use your renown on your guys. Okay, well, we definitely need to rest at least one day. Let's rest at least another day. Rest a third day? Leave. We got up to great, that's good enough. Day 123. Here we go. Harsh words from one mother to another draw the attention of the entire caravan. My daughter marries Ragni, or no one. That reed-thin tramp you call a daughter won't provide sons. Oh, dang. The insulted mother bars her teeth, ready to attack. Explain yourselves. Ragni chooses my daughter on his own, the insulted mother says. But this one thinks I have something to do with it. Launching forward, the first woman flails wildly, shouting, "Liar!" The women are separated and eventually calm down. But you worry that this is far from over. Great. There's always drama in the group. The caravan consists of more clansmen than you ever expected. Accusations of stolen chickens, missing heirlooms, and concerns over daughters' virtues are the sorts of things you hear relentlessly. Even the fighters complain of spreading too thin to protect everyone. And he says, "And you just found your catchphrase, oh dang." Hey, I've used oh dang, dang it, and dang it, all that sort of stuff before. So yeah, I've used that quite a bit. But yes, it's pretty funny. Alright, how many people have been watching tonight anyway? Just out of curiosity. 12 peeking at the concurrent. That is awesome. Very cool. Okay. The caravan consists of more clansmen than... Oh, we already read that. Carry on and put up with it. Try to address the major issues. Try to keep people useful and too busy for petty squabbles. Form a council to handle these problems. Split the caravan. Yeah, we're not doing that. Try to address the major issues. Animals are now split evenly amongst the caravan, you say, and everyone will maintain close quarters to minimize the efforts of our fighters. Most everyone have trouble adjusting to the edicts, but overall, the issues become less petty. Morale declined, and we didn't get anything for it. I feel like if we would have chose the other ones, we would have gotten something for it, like renown or something. Another Godstone. Look at the art there. That is awesome. Love this game. It's not, you know, it's kind of like a cult classic kind of thing, this game. A lot of people really, really love it once they found it, but not very many people, you know, give it the light of day to see if it's good or not. It is really good. The imposing godstone of Bajorolf approaches. His severe visage makes it feel like he's watching you even now. The caravan spreads out, happy to be free of the confining forest and open fields. Hogan pulls you aside to show you some red berries growing on an ash tree that looks like it was chopped down long ago. These shouldn't be growing here, he says excitedly. I haven't seen these in a long time. He and Mogan busily go about collecting the berries. In fact, in honor of Bajorolf, some of the caravan crack kegs of mead and wine before anyone can stop them. To the only god that matters, they shout. Everyone drinks, and you're glad for the merriment that has swept over the caravan. Join Hogan in collecting berries. Morale improved. What exactly are these, you ask Hogan? And I would travel to Bayorsgard with my father. Sometimes he'd buy us a few of these, Hogan replies. Couldn't be a luckier find. See for yourself. You try one and can feel energy returning to your tired limbs. Not taking a few more would be a wasted opportunity, you figure. Yeah, the artwork in the Godstones is pretty amazing, the RS video. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Prentice says, I should really watch your Mordor expansion video because I don't know what it's like in Mordor. Check it out. As the hour becomes late, the caravan is eventually ready to get back to the road. The day of Bajorov's stone is one of the few memories that hasn't been tarnished by the specter of bad fortune, you think to yourself. Tinselberry? Okay, we gained an item. A berry item. Okay. Sure. Alright. See, nope, nothing popped up there. We'll make camp here. I think there's a town coming up, so I don't think we need to rest yet. But I did want to look at this item and see what it was. +2 will on rest, so you get more from resting. That's not really that good of an item. Can we sell items? That's what I want to know. It'd be nice if we could sell items for now. That'd be great. Alright, take care, Brandeth. Thank you so much for joining. Okay. Let's go ahead and leave here. I'm just glad that spam happened while I was home so I could actually deal with it instead of being away. Even though I was streaming, which is not at all ideal. Up ahead, a scout shouts. Some giant hall, but it's empty. You approach the structure, but recognize none of the markings. The walls seem unsteady at best. Finally, sleeping beneath a roof, you overhear. Several families begin unpacking. Keep everyone back until you're certain it's safe. Several volunteers search the building with weapons drawn. Just as they are announcing an all clear, Avarl leans against a support, which gives way, and a third of the structure crumbles. Luckily no one is injured, but you leave the crumbling building behind. I'm glad we didn't stay in it. That could have been really bad.
Reinvik is more of a smattering of farmhouses than a proper town. Though judging by stray dredge stalking through empty fields, it is barely even that anymore.
Dang. Reinvik comes and goes as a long series of farmhouses abandoned and crawling with dredge. The farmers have probably already fled to Borsgard. You try to hurry past, but are eventually spotted. Dredge start ambling in your direction. What is that? Points out Oddleaf, up near one of the longhouses. In the distance, a large person, clothes seemingly covered in blood, is cursing loudly and stumbling about. He staggers into a longhouse, laughing. The dredge heading your direction turn back, roaring, and begin to pound on the longhouse door. They seem to be holding a grudge against this particular person. You doubt the door will hold for long. Let's leave quickly. Get out of here. Whoever that was just bought us an escape, you tell the caravan. He survived this long. He knows what he's doing. Let's not waste it. You pick up the pace until the longhouse is long behind you. Hopefully that's not anybody important. Although I feel like we have everyone important here with us already. Let's look at the map, see how far we have to go until Borsgard. Okay, so it's just right there. Okay, I think we can make it there. Without taking a break even, maybe. Need those supplies. Only have 11 days left. A boy has gone missing from the caravan, along with a good number of supplies. The boy's younger brother begins to sob. Some men in the woods made us. Said we'd had to give them food or they'd kill us. And don't tell nobody. My brother went over there. So we should have interviewed the children before. Lead a search party, lead a war party. Try to make a trade for the boy. We're leading a war party. 2 groups, 1 on each side, you instruct. They head out to try to calm the parents. Much later, the fighters return, bloody, and with the boy's body. We cut them down, says an archer. But we couldn't save the boy. Plus 20 supplies, so we got the supplies back that we lost. But morale is going crazy down. There's a town up there that we didn't go to. A mother's screams flood the caravan. Her daughter lies dead in a tent. We all know who did this, she spits, staring directly at the woman she scuffled with previously. Murder over a marriage? In these times? Something must be done. The accursed woman remains silent. Investigate the death. A healer joins you in inspecting the young girl's corpse. An odd inflection, says the healer. No punctures, no choking, no poison. She died of disease. You report the news to the caravan. The mother admits that she had always known her daughter was ill. And everyone moves on. Dang.
As we pass steep cliffs, the sprawl of Boersgard comes into view. A city of contrasting rich and poor, opportunity and gamble. Our best hope for salvation, or our graves.
Dang. Oh man, we're at horrible morale right now. Chapter 7. The Slayer and the Slain. We made it to Chapter 7. Finally, you arrive at Boersgard, where the walls stretch for miles in both directions, and are littered with bodies of dredge, varl, and men. Excuse the mess, shouts a voice from above the gates. Looking, you spy a striking varl, his face weathered with matted black hair. Movement at the gates catches your eye. Dredge are still banging on the gate doors, without luck. Let us in, you shout. Show me something worth keeping, he shouts, gesturing toward the dredge. You've got to be kidding me, mutters Oddleaf, as she knocks an arrow. When they open that gate, there's going to be one more corpse. Oh dang, she's not happy about that. Yeah, I feel like Oddleaf might be better than Ned. I don't know, let's check their stats. 9952 versus 6773. I feel like Oddleaf is better off, but she also does more damage, so I don't know. Of course, we could give 2 will per kill to her, and then she'd have plenty of will. Let's trade him out for now. Or what am I saying? We want to trade him out for a lead, actually. Let's do that instead. I don't know if we want Rook that late in the rotation, though. That's good enough for now. Okay. So there's one right there. 3 shields. Those two have 19 and 11. No one's really strong, it's mostly just defensive. Let's do that. Oh, if we would have rested, we would not have poor morale right now. So we're actually losing willpower because of that. It's frustrating. You know, this guy's gonna be annoying. Let's just go ahead and finish him. Best bet is just continue to work down that armor. Dang, that was a scream. Okay. We just want to keep working down armor. There we go, that took armor down the whole line. Awesome. He's gonna push him back. Took out a lot of armor with that too. So they aren't actually diagonal to each other because they have to be literally diagonal, but I think they are actually. So if we can move, see if we can actually, yes we can, awesome. Use arc lightning there and hopefully they'll pass on to the other guy. Oh, it did all three, they were in the perfect situation, that was awesome. Okay, well. Take out armor there. Let's move here. Just go ahead and finish you off. Taking out two. You literally can't move anywhere, so you might as well move around on the side here. Would you be more... No, they're both injured. You'd be more useful going this way. That was a hit. That was a major, major hit. Well, not really useful to either of them. Already out because of our core. We have -2 willpower. That's just ridiculous. That's the end of you for now. I guess we're just going to use Arc Lightning. Although we can also mend, we might want to use them as mending Rook maybe. No, I think we just want to use Arc Lightning. Oh, that hurt Rook. Did not know that's how that worked. Well, now we know to look out for that. Sorry, Rook. Didn't mean to hit you with lightning. Not having willpower is horrible. Let's just end this. There we go, took out a lot of armor there. I think Gunoff might be the one to win this whole thing for us. If we use lightning on him, it'll do both of them. And hopefully not injure any of our people this time. There we go. Got one of them that way. Nice putting the things on the ground again. Let's move back here. So low, I think it's better just to do that. Okay. Yeah, that got rook because of the lightning from before. Deflected. Those are deflected so much, it's kind of ridiculous. Can't even do lightning. Well, I guess we'll wait till next turn then. Oh, we had extra points, we could use those. Oh. Well, he'll get another move in there. There we go. We should have had to get another kill, but oh well. But hey, 8 renown. That's good. The Minders finally noticed what was going on, huh? They were either saved or completely screwed. Then we're either saved or completely screwed. I'm Rook. We've come a long ways. I'm Rook. We've come a long ways. Some as far as Skogar. Are you in charge here? In charge of the governor, I suppose. Listen, if you have something to tell him, say it now. Otherwise, you're on your own. I don't care where you go, but stirring up trouble is probably the only reason you'll see me again. It won't be to talk. Minder, come along. We're going to see the governor. Bovik leaves with Eyvind, who goes willingly, signaling that he's fine. Fane, this is just like Frostveller all over again. This is nothing like Frostveller. The one in the bearskin is probably leading the ravens. Ravens? Is that good or bad? It depends on who they're working for. Hopefully it really is the governor, and not someone trying to strong-arm their way into his seat. I guess we wait for Eyvind to tell us, if he comes back. I'm not worried about Eyvind. I'm worried about the army of refugees we brought, who don't belong here. You're probably right. Nobody ever uttered a nice thing about Bosgard. So what now? We ought to go to the docks and see what our options are, in case we need to leave quickly. Did you notice the city guards when we came in? What guards? I have a feeling the ravens are all they've got left. Something serious went down. And when Bellower gets here, he's going to walk right through this place without even breaking his stride. Let's keep that to ourselves for now. So, the docks. Is there a way to rest here? It's just the docks and the market. We can't rest. That I can see. Let's go to the docks, I guess. When you get to the docks, your heart sinks. Not a long ship to be seen. Aside from wrecks, bodies float in the water. Buildings are trashed and boarded up. What happened here? Murmurs Alette. They're all gone, says Eyvind, approaching alone. I see you had the same thought as me. Well, he made it back. Eyvind, you okay? I'm fine. It wasn't a lie. The governor is here. He's in hiding. Why? Since the dredge started appearing, anyone with a ship and half a wit left long ago. People can't leave by foot. Food is scarce. The markets are bare. Bosgard is a fire keg, waiting for someone to tip it over. So the governor is paying the ravens to protect him against his own people? And to keep the peace, so to speak. It's more like a massacre any time there's a hint of an uprising. Where does that leave us? I promised him the Minder's protection in Aberang. I don't think he's very popular there. They're going to start tearing this place down to build new ships. We can ride the Orsma River all the way to the capital, leaving another perfectly good city behind. How long will it take to build new ships? Hold on. What happens to the people leaving in Borsgard? It's the best I could do, Alette. He thought it could take as long as a month. You don't usually make ships out of scrap lumber. As soon as people figure out what's going on, there's going to be riots in the streets. A month? Why bother? Belvoir will be here within the week, if not sooner. I'm open to suggestions. Gods be danged. Is there no end to this? Iver roars in frustration, leaving you standing by the docks. Alette gives you a worried look before chasing after him. Avend? What do we do about Belvoir? Avend says nothing for a moment. I don't know. We still have no way of resting or saving the progress we've done so far. You find Iver standing on the city walls, overlooking the fields outside. Dredge are keeping their distance, but continue together. I'm okay, Rook. Iver cuts you off before you can say anything. You know he's been through worse. Just feels like someone cut us a break. Just feels like someone should cut us a break every now and again. Every now and then. If we want to be standing a month from now, we're going to have to be prepared. What do you have in mind? What if we just leave on foot? We've done it before. Come on, Rook. Aberang? Since we left Skogar, we're only halfway to Aberang. Halfway. I'm so tired. It's the first time you've ever heard Iver show any kind of weakness. It hits you harder than it seems like it should. Yeah, you're not the only one. First off, our clansmen need a place to stay. They'll get torn to pieces out in the streets. I'll keep an eye on the dredge up here. If they break through the walls, we're done for. So we'll have to keep them back. Could always use a hand with that. We need to know who's controlling what, and make sure we get our cut. Food's going to become scarce. And when they start building those ships, we're going to have to keep the people away. What a danged mess. I'll do what I can. Well, Iver explains. I'm leading attacks with Avend every time the dredge get too close to the gates. Listen, we're going to lose fighters in Varl every day like this. I don't need to tell you what happens if nobody is manning this wall. We could always use help. You consider what you want to do now, knowing that any of these tasks will likely take a full day. Find a safe place for the caravan to stay. Join Ivar in defending the walls. Find a source for supplies. Help down at the docks. Put Krumer in charge of leading the warriors. Try to get some rest. Let's find a source of supplies. I've checked around, Oddleaf tells you, and nobody has food, or they won't part with it for a fair price. And our medicine has been gone for days. They're either gouging the prices, or it's just plain gone. She doesn't say it, but you can tell this is going to be a serious problem. Track down the Ravens, see what they know, scour the city for anyone willing to sell supplies, shake down the places that seem to be holding out, tell the caravan to start rationing tighter. Shake down the place. Morale improved. You join Oddleaf to the biggest mead halls, determined to make some sort of deal. You can tell a few of them have food to spare, but the ample number of bodyguards hanging around make it clear they don't want to share. You can tell Oddleaf is about to snap. Appeal to their sense of decency. No amount of cajoling will change their minds. You can feel Oddleaf becoming more and more frustrated. Before she does something rash, you decide to leave, empty-handed. Minus 21 fighters, minus 14 Varl. Day 133. .46. So yeah, that was just a minute ago. I think we're actually at a good save point. I don't know. I don't want to end right here. Let's talk to Iver real quick. Iver points out the dredge along the wall. There's a lot more of them, and they're getting braver, he says. We lost a fair number of fighters since yesterday. We could use your help, if there's nobody left to defend the walls. Rook, says Oddleaf, approaching. Someone handed me a note this morning. She shows you a slip of paper, marking a back street. Probably from one of those places we visited yesterday. Maybe some misplaced ambush, too. Well, I can't imagine what they think we have. If you want to check it out, let me know. So we are split now. See, they're doing the classic D&D thing where you only have so much time and you have to decide what you want to do in really tough situations. Would it take a whole day to put Krumer in charge of leading the warriors? Is that really a whole day? Let's go with Oddleaf. You travel to a deserted back street, and a man soon approaches, confidence in his step. You came looking for quite a lot of food, he says. I can give it to you. I want something too. Let's trade. Oddleaf gives him a suspicious look. We don't need to complicate this, he continues. Borsgard has a lot of people in it, and we don't all get along. You're not from here. So when you get something that was stolen from me, nobody will come knocking. Do you understand? What do you want? It's not what you think, he tells you. Just a drinking horn. My great-grandfather's. It was stolen. This is worth how much food to you? This is worth how much food to you? Asks Oddleaf. The man laughs. As much as you're willing to carry. It sounds too easy, but we need it. Well, we need weapons. My friend, he says, I'd keep a knife on me just to take... I'd keep a knife on me just to take a crap in good old Borsgard. He marks an area on your map down near the water, scribbling Lowtown next to it. Though you doubt that's a real name. Rook, Oddleaf says as you leave. Keep this one between us. Seems to call for a light touch. And I'd rather not have people spreading rumors about how we got the food. We're losing people still. We only have 7 days of supplies. I think we have to go to the Low Town. While everyone sleeps, you go to the house marked on the on your map, which is an aging mead hall, falling apart, but otherwise not out of the ordinary. The door is closed and nobody is around. "Excuse me," murmurs Oddleaf. "We came all the way from Skogar, and we're just wondering if you have a valuable drinking horn you didn't want anymore." You give her a grin. You never know. You consider your next move. Try the door, announce yourselves, look for another entrance. Try the door. The door is stuck shut, probably secured from the inside. So much for that, you say. Announce yourselves. You give a standard greeting, batting on the door. There is no response. The door seems to be held fast from the inside. Look for another entrance. Just a telltale notch in the roof for smoke to escape. Oddleaf sees you eyeing it. "I'll do it," she says, "if you'll give me a boost." You voice Oddleaf up and she crawls lightly across the thatched roof to one of the small holes. She leans in, then ducks back quickly as if worried about being spotted. After another peek, she nods to you. You get the impression she saw something, but is going to go in anyway. Give her the go-ahead. You nod and she manages to slip herself through the tight hole in the roof and is gone. Several tense minutes later, there are sounds at the door, which slowly opens to Oddleaf holding an ornate drinking horn. As the door shuts behind her, you spy several sleeping men inside. "No problem," she says. Looking at the horn, it strikes you as one of the most beautiful things you've ever seen, with gold inlays, intricate carvings, and an unusual wooden base. Something primal makes you want to keep it. Oddleaf notices and says, "I wouldn't stop you." Trade the horn back for the food. You fight the urge to simply would she really be okay with us keeping the horn? You fight the urge to simply abscond with the horn. "People might die of hunger if we don't give this back," you say. Oddleaf nods. You can tell it's half-hearted. Early the next day morning, you return the horn to the man in the alley. Plus 20 renown. "That's it!" The man beams as you hand over the horn. "I thought about going back on my promise," he says, "but I don't like to complicate things. Come to the market and we'll make sure you get a fair price on what you need." Okay, so the market opened up. 1 renown gets 8 food, so that's good. So that's not exactly ideal, but we're getting multiple days of food here. I have no idea how much we need. We'll go with 18 days. We could go with more. Chat room, let me know how much food you think I should be getting from here. I honestly have no idea. Let's see what other items we have. A narwhal horn? When an army of weaponless Varl were ambushed on a frozen lake, the god Merrick was said to have provided their salvation. Okay, with a narwhal horn. That's a story somewhere. Let's see, 2 arm per turn. On this jewel-encrusted handband, the eye of an ivory white cat seems to be looking around on its own. So this is a rank 5 thing. You get 2 armor per turn. That sounds pretty good. Anything says maximum, I don't think I'm gonna do it. Especially if it doesn't spoil. Yeah. But the thing is, I know we're getting somewhere near the end of the game, but I don't know how much more we want. Hmm. 2 armor per turn. That is really good. It means every turn, whoever has this gets 2 more armor. Is it worth it, though? I feel like we might not have enough renown to upgrade everybody when we get there. Right, I'll take it down to 30 renown. I'll give us 24 days of supplies. I think that's enough. Let's talk once more to Ivor. This is bad, says Avend, as Ivor points across the battlefield. Aside from the fact that we're up to our necks in dredge, a stone singer showed up. We've been losing warriors left and right. If we don't deal with it, this wall will come down by the end of the day. Dad, there's a riot at the docks. Alette runs up to you, out of breath. They're trying to smash up the boats. When you calm her down, she says the ravens are there, but she's worried that things could get out of hand. Consider what you want to do now, knowing that any of these tasks will likely take a full day. I feel like we need... the... Chat room, let me know. Wall or docks? Let me know. Wall or docks? It's a really tough decision. Because one is our way out, and the other one is defending the city from that. I feel like our way out's more important, but I'm not sure. Let me know, chat. It worked so well last time I brought you in with the whole bridge destruction thing. Yeah, it is a hard one, Anthony. I agree. This is probably the toughest decision we'll have to make this whole game. From the outside, not knowing the results of either choice. Try to get some rest. Yeah, let's just sleep on it. Why not? And he says, I agree. So, yeah, let's do the docks. When you get down to the docks, it's pandemonium. Few work on the ships now, as the ravens stand over bodies of people, while a huge crowd roars in anger. Bulwark's axes are covered in blood. What happened, you shout, pushing your way through the riders. What do you think would happen? Responded Bulwark coolly. Didn't take them long to figure out we were building ships right under their noses, and they can't have one. You gonna lend a hand or just stand around? Let's see. Fight alongside the ravens. Get up on a roof and fire arrows into the crowds. Try to calm people down. Let's try to calm people down. You brandish your axe low and try to find a voice over the chaos. It goes wrong quickly, and one of the riders gets a quick jab in, smashing across the bridge of the nose, covering your face in blood. The last thing you remember is falling backward. By the time you regain consciousness, the ride has finally been driven off. Won't save you next time, you hear Bulwark say. This one's free. You stagger back to the wall with a new injury. We should have just fought. Oh dang, there are dredge right here. Let's talk with Ivor one more time. This morning, says Ivor, I saw him. Bellower's here. With the number of losses we've taken, I'm sure it won't be long now. Avon leans silently on his staff nearby. One of your clansmen comes to you, out of breath. Rook, he says. Things are real bad. Look, there's nothing you can do at this point, but a lot of the caravan have been robbed, killed, or just disappeared. Those of us left are going to split up and hide where we can. I want you to know in case we somehow pull this through this. He runs off, clearly distressed. You grimace, wondering if this could have played out another way. Well, we screwed that up, I guess. Not declined. Bakuza, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Let's join Ivor in defending the walls. I'll be honest with you, Ivor says. There's too many of them. We're just delaying the inevitable at this point. You catch his eye. Still got to try, you say. It's getting super desperate now. I feel like this could have gone so much better. I feel like we need to go ahead and promote you. Let's just promote your defense so that you last longer. Yeah, things did not go well that time. He's only had one kill the whole time? Okay. Gun off is now 5. So we can now get this one, plus 3 strength. We're going to give it to... Well, actually, you having this makes a lot of sense. I think it makes more sense to give that to him. And in turning away blades. Plus 2 drawing aggro, but we resist stuff, so I feel like that's good for you. Or we can get plus 2 strength from the ring. I don't know. Let's get plus 2 strength to Ivor, I guess. Plus 1 armor, plus 1 strength, plus 1 will. That's actually really good. What's this do? Plus 2 will per kill. I feel like this is actually better for Alette than the other one. Okay. Plus 2 will per kill, I guess we could give to him. Or 15% dodge for strength attacks. Plus 2 will on rest. Plus 2 will per kill, we can just give to Mogan. Now we have an item on everyone. We're just delaying the inevitable. But here we go, delaying the inevitable. Morale improved. Well, that's nice. Okay, well this will be the last fight of the stream. We definitely should have found them a place to stay. That was a huge mistake, not doing that. And being too worried about supplies instead. But that's okay. Things go bad in this game. Period. So... all things considered, I think we're doing pretty good. And we really need to take down him since he has 18 strength. There we go. He also has 18 strength. We need to just end these 18 strength ones. Down to 10. There we go. Took out him a little bit too. And there are 3 people with 18 strength. This is a tough fight. For sure. But one thing I like about this game, and I do actually like it, is that there are very few options that are actually good. It's just a lot of sadness because I think that makes for a much more interesting world. At least we're back to normal. Not too bad. We've injured the key players. The only one we haven't is that one. And he's too far away for us to interact this time. In fact, we can only interact with you, buddy. So just bring down your armor. Make you a little bit easier to hit for everyone else. That did do damage to Gunoff, though. Gunoff's armor there. Let's see. There's really no good diagonal option here. No matter where we moved, we would not be close enough to do that big attack. Could move behind you and be fairly safe, though, so let's do that. Or we could mend someone. Let's see if anyone needs mending. No, no one's actually been hit yet with their strength. Okay. Let's do lightning then, and we'll pick who we want here. Let's just try to do as much as we can against you. There we go. Why do you do 3 there, but only 1? I guess because you're farther away. There we go. She's gonna take him out. Finally got somebody down. You're still the biggest threat. He's gonna call for more now. It's worth him not getting more people here. Guess we'll move here. Take down his armor. We're working on this guy right now. Let's keep going. Hat screech every time. You need to move away. I don't think there's really a safe spot for you right now. Let's try moving there, I guess. If we attack him, the diagonal will hurt. So we have to attack. Let's see, let's actually attack you. That way you won't be the high damage guy. I don't know why we did so much more before. Oops. It doesn't matter now. There we go. I think we can leave Alette alone for now and just get this guy down as far as we can. That would hurt him. Push back, everybody. And then he says, I'm usually much smarter when it comes to strategy, but then again, I should have guessed the game was goody-goody and would reward looking after self-interest. Dang you. Yeah, the game is pretty tough. There's really not very many good options in general, but there are some that are good options, and when you get those good options, it's like such a breath of relief. It's crazy. Let's just keep it at 7 for now. Basically, oh wow, he got his extra damage there. That's awesome. There's a 15% chance with the item he has that it'll do that, where it'll double his damage, and it did there. So I'm glad we didn't put anything else on it. Actually, have you move here. So we have 2 normal soldiers and 2 shield guys left. They're actually on a diagonal. That's perfect for us. I guess it does show you who all it attacks. So let's see, rank 3. Strike target for 4 strength, continue diagonally, plus 1 strength damage each time. So 2, 3, or 4. Cool. There we go. Got 4 and then 5. So we're getting them all down. Just a matter of taking a long time. He resisted. Get rid of that shield. They're all so damaged that really only this one can actually hurt him. So... he resisted, but he still took 2. We need to just wrap this up. There we go. Deflected. Can't believe Gunup is still standing here. You weak as well. Resisted again. Oh man. If we attack you, there will be no spreading, and it'll do enough damage. There we go. Now we're in pillage mode, and he resisted again. That can't do anything. We'll still move you closer just in case. We're actually gonna do it this way so that other people can get XP here. Okay, buddy, you get this one. That was rough, but I don't think we lost anyone. Yeah, we didn't lose anyone there. Cool. That was tough, but we made it through. Okay, day 136. Let's make sure it's saved properly. Yep. Okay, we are ending the stream here. Thank you everyone so much for joining. It was a lot of fun tonight, even barring people trying to ruin our fun. That just happens, and is something we have to deal with. I didn't have necessarily the right structure in place to deal with it, but now we do. So that is good. Anyway, thank you everyone so much for joining. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like. It's very, very sad, but I think next episode will probably be the final one. So be on the lookout for the next stream on Thursday, where we'll be doing that. I hope tomorrow to hopefully, I've not finished editing yet, but hopefully I will get out part 16 of the Mordor series tomorrow. So looking forward to that. Dirk, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Thomas, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here as well. Thomas says, you gotta use plus 100% renown boosting scroll from the store. Yeah, it's not Lotro. Not Lotro, sadly. And he says, cheer, good for you, man. Have a great one. Awesome. Yeah, thank you all so much for joining. And if you did really enjoy this video and want to see more, you can be notified of when videos go live by subscribing to the channel, and it'll let you know when videos go live. You can turn on or off email notifications depending on what you want by clicking the bell there. Alright, Anthony says you should do a vote for the next game. I think I'm just going to go right into the Banner Saga 2, because the story continues off right from where this one left off, I've been told. So I think I'm just going to do that and load the save from this game into that game while we still have it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. So anyway, I will be back Thursday for probably the final stream for the Banner Saga. So very excited about that, and hopefully you guys will join in for that as well. But till next time, thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for more of the Banner Saga.